Hello PlayStation fans! You're not as good at gaming as you think you are. Why? Because video game developers have been using clever design trickery to enhance our experiences for many, many years, and make us appear more skilled than we actually are. Have you ever just barely survived a battle? Have you ever wondered why this actually occurs quite often? Well, it's no coincidence, as games such as Assassin's Creed and Doom double or even triple your HP when your health is critically low. You should have died, but instead you experienced a frantic last gasp escape. All by design, my friends.
Can they take advantage? And he might be in here.
Ever wonder why in certain games the AI skill varies depending on how you're performing? This is rubber banding, and yes, it's been around forever. Methods include scaling the enemy's damage, shifting momentum when play feels too one-sided, and the increased speed of rivals when you're in first place. Developers often code bad guys to have terrible aim, but the Uncharted developers take this to the extreme. After you leave cover in the Uncharted series, the enemy AI will always miss their first two shots. As a player, you feel lucky to have narrowly avoided a bullet, but in reality, there wasn't any danger. In a similar fashion, BioShock has a mechanic where the first bullets fired at the player by an enemy will always miss. Do you feel like a fraud yet? Developers realised early on that players would get pretty annoyed if they got killed by an enemy that they couldn't see. Therefore, games such as Call of Duty, Bayonetta, and Devil May Cry have a mechanic where off-screen enemies have reduced damage. This is to prevent frustrating deaths from enemies seemingly attacking from out of nowhere. So, enemies miss a lot, but what about your aim? Well, certain games decide to help you there too. As such is the case in Serious Sam, for example. In this series, bullets are made to get thicker when near enemies, in order to increase the chance of impact. You can't be trusted. At least when playing popular franchises in third person. Games such as Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 included a feature known as thumbstick correction. This is to subtly help players move around objects and ignores input commands to prevent collision. Several games have a difficulty curve directly related to how well you're playing. This is called dynamic game difficulty balancing, and is the process of changing certain parameters in order to prevent the player from getting either bored or frustrated. Enemies may get extra hit points if you're performing well, or worse weapons if you're performing badly. This can be found in lots of titles such as Far Cry, Resident Evil, and Fallout. And finally, platform games have used the Coyote time delay for decades. Named after Wile E. Coyote, this grants the player a minor delay when leaving a platform to press the jump button. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy can be quite jarring at first, as the Coyote time was made significantly less than that of the original PS1 games. A questionable decision that led to many people still preferring to play the originals. Do you know of any other hidden design tricks? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. For For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you don't miss any videos in the future. Cheers!